Hey everyone, this is Bridget, and today we're going to be talking about visioning and goal setting so that you can design the life of your dreams and also tune into your deeper innate purpose and why you're here so that you can truly be of service to others and humanity and live a truly fulfilled life. Now, why is this significant? If we don't have a vision, if we don't have goals, then we actually are left to the whim of culture and advertising that just kind of sweeps us in a certain course or direction, or maybe our bad habits or programs that just end up leading us to this certain trajectory that when we actually tune in and get present to where we're at and figure out where we want to go, we can actually shoot for a better, more conscious trajectory rather than being at the whim of the culture or your unconscious. And so it's highly significant to actually take the time and space to do this. This has been so freaking helpful for me. I just have to tell you, as I actually sat down in the different categories of my life and said, okay, where do I want to go in these certain things? I have seen complete shifts in my physical health, in my spiritual development, in my finances. It's just been amazing, and it's had radical changes just to take the time to do that. But one of the things that comes up when we talk about this, especially as we're getting close to the new year, is that people maybe set resolutions or set goals, but then why do they fall apart? Like, why can't people follow through? Like, why can't I follow through on that meditation or doing that workout or whatever it may look like? And part of that is going from the idea of goals to visioning, which actually entrains into a deeper part of our soul essence so that it has a fuel that comes from our soul rather than kind of like an external achievement. It comes from a higher place that has a bit more to it. I'm going to be giving you 3 really amazing, helpful tips to begin that visioning process and to be able to follow through with it so you can start on it right away. Now, this has been extremely helpful for me, and so one of the things that I wanted to do for you and for the community is create a space where we can vision together, because that is so helpful to also have a backboard, because sometimes we don't even know where we want to go. That's part of it. It's like, I'm not quite sure. And so to have people to bounce that off of is really helpful. Also support, also tools. And so I've created an online course with my good friend Christina for the new year that you guys can be a part of if you'd like. And it's a weekend online retreat with all kinds of techniques and tools to truly go into this, to have a vision, to act on your purpose, to be of service, and to thrive in whatever you want your life to be. So I have the link in the description. I would love for you to come play with me. I have all different kind of affordable packages so that everyone can be involved. It's going to be really fun and powerful. We've named it according to the energy of star seeds because there is something very powerful to the idea of the starseed mission and something greater that we know that we're meant to do for Earth. But anyone is welcome to come and play with us. So now for 3 techniques that I can help you right now. The first comes from Jordan Peterson, who is an incredible psychologist. You've probably seen him online, but one of the techniques that he developed because he saw this lack of follow-through is this idea of visioning. And so what it entails is actually imagining and getting into this space in either a certain category of your life or your overall life in general, and going, okay, if I continued on this path of my laziness or inaction or bad habits or those kinds of things, what will that look like in the next 5 years or the next 10 years? And to really get into the grit of like how bad that could turn out, how horrible that could be, and actually go down that energetic and that visioning tunnel. And this actually works, and this works in different categories as well. So going into, if you continue that pattern in maybe like your health or your overall life, what will that look like in 5 years? And almost kind of scare yourself with it. And that is one part of the technique. And then the other part is to actually vision certain changes that you would make or this new trajectory that you have created, and then picture where that leads you in the next 5 years and feel what that feels like. Tune into that, see who the person is that acts in that certain accordance. And so doing this trajectory of kind of the good and the bad, or this negative perspective of what could happen in this positive is actually really helpful and works to help begin to put into action who you want to be and to get clear on where you're at right now. It's like GPS coordinates. You need to know where you're at to be able to then put in the new coordinates of where you want to go. If you put in the new coordinates but you don't know where you're at, it's not going to be helpful. So a self-assessment is really key in this. So that's one of the first techniques that you can play with. You can pause the video right now and do this exercise so that you're sure to do it, or do it after the video. So number 2 that has helped me tremendously is this idea of something greater than myself. I love myself and I have a really good relationship with me, but one of the things that if I don't quite have the motivation really helps is to know that I have come here to be of better and greater service for humanity, and so I can push aside, my ego or my whininess and just actually get up and do it as an act of service for the other. And the funny thing is then that actually helps my self-love and relationship with myself, and then it builds this momentum to keep going. So sometimes if you can't maybe do it for yourself, then go, okay, if I say get healthier or really, speak out and communicate who I am, or whatever this thing is that you want to do, start this new project, then maybe I don't have the motivation to do it for myself, but I know that if I do this, I'll become a better person, which will make me healthier to the people around me and to Earth and to myself. So that is one of the techniques that I've used and it helps me, so I hope that one helps you. Number 3, which is so important, is support and accountability. So this idea of having supportive people, supportive environment, the supportive vibration of who you want to be is like absolutely critical. And this is the idea that you become like the 3 to 5 people that you're around the most, that kind of idea, because you want to put yourself in situations that elevate you in whatever category you're going for. For instance, my fitness levels were good. I worked out a few times a week, went on hikes and stuff, but nothing too big. But I wanted to really get into my body and feel strong and vibrant. And one of my friends, she goes every day and she's hyper dedicated, and the only time that she had to hang out was at the gym. So I went to the gym with her so that I could hang out, and it soon enough, because I was in her field and in that vibration of support and accountability and also this like up leveling, I then all of a sudden have become this gym person and I'm really up leveling my fitness. I'm doing yoga twice a week and I'm really getting into my body. So I actually created a partner to do this with in a way, as well as creating an environment that is supportive of that. So if you're with people around you that say are lazy and don't, say on the physical level, aren't fit or something, and they don't want to do that, and they're like, you're going to the gym again, or like, you're going to yoga, it's not going to be helpful. We need all the motivation we can get. So surrounding yourself with people that are supportive and that are doing that and like mind, and this is in the spiritual category, this is in the financial category, all different categories of life, so that you have an ally in that to up level and to hold you accountable to do this partnership thing with. This might be someone you actually do it with, or it might just be someone in the field that's supportive, and you can check in with them and say like, hey, can you help make sure that I do this, so that you have that extra motivation. And this also goes for, say, the places you live. Like when I moved to California from Salt Lake City when I was in college, my health and vitality went up like through the roof, because in California, people are organic. There's all this fresh food. There's juice bars on every corner. There's a mentality in the culture to go in that direction. So of course, I actually have to rise to that occasion, or I won't fit into the frequency and I'll be spit out. And so see how you can put yourself into these different scenarios, whether it's with groups of people, a certain culture, certain place, certain friends, that then up level you in whatever categories that you want to go towards. But you have to actually first get present and figure out where you want to go. So that visioning piece of which directions you want to go in your life and what these goals are very important. So those are my 3 quick tips on what you can do to begin this visioning, to be present, and to also have the support that you need for the follow through as we enter into this time before the new year, please comment below and tell us, tell the community, tell me what your goals and visions are as we enter into this phase of close to New Year's or whenever you're watching this, so that you can begin to clarify that and just actually state it out loud. And that's really helpful as well. And if you do want to be a part of our online program coming up at the end of the month, it would be amazing. It's a great space to just kind of cozy up and connect with like-minded starseeds and community members to come together and vision who you want to be, where you want to go with your greater life design. So it's gonna be really fun, and the link is in the comments below if you want to check that out and join us for that. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, please comment and subscribe. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.